In 2015, we took a big step of faith. We planted a church here in Officer. God had placed this vision on the heart of Kim and I, and just a small group of people. And even though we'd never planted a church before, we were really excited. We were expectant, we were full of faith about what God could do in a new community, particularly a community with Jesus at the centre. And so we dreamed. We dreamed of people who were far away from God encountering Him through a relationship with Jesus. We dreamed of lives being transformed and turned inside out, and we dreamt of real relationships being built. We dreamed of a church that would have genuine community impact, seeing God's kingdom come in the southeast of Melbourne as it is in heaven. Now, we knew that in one of the fastest growing growth corridors in Melbourne, we knew the harvest was plentiful. But, of course, the workers were few. And so we dreamed of a servant-hearted community, people willing to give sacrificially so that Jesus would be lifted high over our region. Fast forward 10 and a half years, and God has been so faithful. The things we dreamed of have come to pass in incredible ways beyond our imagination. And as we head into 2026, there's a real sense of momentum and growth, and we also see a renewed openness to faith within the people in our community. Right now, 400 to 500 people call Follow home, and we are so grateful for that. But in just a couple of years, when Pakenham East is complete, there will be 76,000 people in Pakenham alone. And that doesn't even include Officer, where we planted. So I want you to do the maths. 400 people, 76,000 residents. I think you'd agree that the harvest is still plentiful. And so the vision we had on day one of our church plant hasn't changed. And it is to reach people with the love of Jesus and to make room for them to belong to a transformative community. But here's the reality. On a Sunday morning, in our venue, we've run out of room. There are literally no seats left. And so this year, God has placed two phrases on the hearts of our senior leadership team. They are big steps and make room. At Follow, we have always been a church that has punched above our weight. We've taken risks, we've taken bold steps. Faith is one of our core values because without faith, it is impossible to please God. Our website says it like this. It says we will think big, believe big, and live big because our God is big. We are people fueled by faith, knowing God can, God does, and God will. We have a God-given confidence to trust, believe, and depend on Him. We're people of faith. And so 2026 is a year of big steps. One of those big steps is that we're launching a second service on a Saturday night starting in term 3. It'll go from 5 till 6:30 p.m, meaning that it's early enough for young families to get kids home to bed, and it's late enough for others to kick on for dinner with friends after church. You might think to yourself, why Saturday nights? Well, there's a couple of key reasons. Firstly, there are no other Saturday night services in our vicinity. But secondly, and maybe more importantly, with Sunday morning sport commitments and other things going on, there is a huge opportunity to make room for people who are searching for truth but just aren't available on Sunday mornings. So what's the vision for Saturday nights? Well, we are one church and we are two services. We have a Saturday night crew and we have a Sunday morning crew. It'll be the same sermon with the same preacher. We'll have one worship team with a Saturday night crew and a Sunday crew. We'll have one Follow Kids ministry with a Saturday night crew and a Sunday crew. It'll be the same in every area, with welcome, with hospitality, with communion, all those areas. And so when you come to a Saturday night service, you can expect the same warm Follow welcome. We still aim to be the most welcoming church on the planet, where every person who comes through the doors will experience the love of Jesus through us. It'll have its own feel, no doubt about that, but it will carry the same DNA. You know, I think one of the greatest strengths at Follow is that we are a family. And families, they have all ages and stages, from newborns all the way through to our incredible seniors. Saturday night is not just a youth or young adult service, although we do expect many of them to be there. It's merely an extension of the Follow family. And so I want to encourage people of all ages, for our young families, our seniors, everyone really, to prayerfully consider whether God is calling you to be part of Saturday nights. And so you might think, well, how can I get involved? Well, the first thing is to pray. Everything we do at Follow needs to be undergirded by prayer. It's absolutely critical as we take big steps. But the second thing is that you can serve, because the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. So we're looking to build a core team, people who feel called to pioneer this missional opportunity. For many people, there will be crossover between Saturday night and Sundays. You might come Saturday one week, Sunday another week, and that's fantastic. But we're also looking for people who will commit, at least for the first 12 months, to help establish Saturday nights. And so if that's stirring something in you as you look at this video today, we'd love to hear from you. Now, I know there's going to be questions, maybe even concerns for some people, because change does different things to different people. You might think, where are we going to get the volunteers? Where are we going to get the leaders? What about the finances? All I can say to that is that God has always provided for us, and we have no reason to doubt him now. But perhaps the key question that people ask is, will I lose my friends if they go to the other service? And I want to say that the answer is no. We are not losing community, we're making room for more people to experience it. And so life groups will stay the same. Discipleship courses will be people from both services. The As One leadership nights will be done together. Our men's and women's ministry will be both services. Our Follow Youth will be done together. Church camp will be done together. There are so many opportunities for us as one church to gather together. We're not splitting, we're multiplying. The very first command God gave humanity was to be fruitful and multiply. God has blessed us with fruitfulness, and now we have the opportunity and the responsibility to multiply what he's given us. This is a big step to make room, and we cannot wait to see what God will do. And so watch this space and be ready to be amazed, because we believe people's eternal destination is on the other side of our obedience. And so if God is stirring your heart for this exciting step in 2026, we'd love to chat more, and you can go to our website and register your interest at follow.church/Saturday night service.